Hey guys, welcome back to RC Legends. So, part 3 of my Kyosho Javelin build. If you've not seen this series of videos, in the very first one we do a full chassis build, and in the last one I've put the full carbon conversion kit onto it. But in today's video we're going to finish the car off, but there's still a lot of work involved. So the kit bodywork, the cage frame is like a, what would you call it? It's like a reddy orange colour. It's never done it for me, so I'm actually going to be spraying it white, but I'm going to go matte white. I think that's going to look pretty cool. So there's a bit of work in spraying that up. Again, I do know you can buy the white frames, but they're mega expensive. So because I don't really like the colour of the kit one, spraying this makes perfect sense. I have also got a mint green Kyosho cage to put on it at some point, but I want to do it in white first. What else is there? So yeah, we've got some black Optima wheels to change over. I've got the Marwan reproduction tyres to put on it. Then we'll do a tyre writing, and I think the black wheels with a tyre writing against a white shell, the white frame cage. When it's got some decals on, it's going to look cool. We're not using the Kyosho driver figure. I bought a Tamiya Fox driver figure for it. Just put so much more detail into it. And I think that's about it. So we've got a fair bit of work to do and a lot of painting. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to dig all the parts out, because with me never doing this cage before, I need to sort of get my bearings around it and see, you know, what's needed. So as I always say, let's crack on. Right, that's all the cage parts out. There's way more to the cage than I actually thought there was. But it's kind of in sections. So you got like a pair of these actually go onto the chassis. They're your chassis side rails. Then obviously you've got your main sort of cage with the front end, and then these little pieces build up a back cage which is separate, and then of course the wing. So yeah, it's the first time I've ever had a Javelin in my hands, so this is really cool. Just getting excited to just put a quick mock up, because this bit the front just pushes in. So it's just sat there. Obviously it's not right, but yeah, I just wanted to give me my kind of first look at what to expect. And then you've got the chassis rail either side. It goes, I think, like that. Oh, that's really cool. Right, I guess the first point of call is to get this painted. So I need to primer all this up and then paint it. So I'll do all that off camera. Right, my friends, it's the morning after. So yeah, we've got it all primered and painted, and it took forever. It's not the greatest finish in the world, but it was never going to be. But it's good enough for me. So it's all primered first, and then I've gone with matte white. Now that's a pretty crucial point. I didn't want a gloss finish. I think this is the third time I've used this white matte paint, and I absolutely love it. It's just different. So yeah, not perfect, but it's not bad. And once it's on the car, I'm sure it's going to look absolutely terrific. So I am itching to get this on the car to see what it looks like, but I'm going to be patient because we've got a lot of other jobs to do. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going for the Tamiya Fox driver figure as opposed to the Kyosho kit one. There's just way more detail on here, and it's also more scale looking. So I'm probably only going to go with white suit, probably silver seat belts, flesh colour hands, bit of flesh on the helmet, and a white helmet. It's going to be pretty basic. So we've got that to paint up. We've also changing the kit wheels for these black ones. Big shout out to Keith. He sent me two pairs of those. Oops. And finally, big shout out to Marwan. These are the OT30 tyres. Let's see if I can show you that. Optima Javelin tyres. So these are the reproductions of the original, which is a must for me, to be honest, because this is actually one of my favourite tyres, vintage tyres. Just the way it looks, those huge spikes. So we've also got the tyre writing to do. So yeah, we've got a fair bit of work. So as I say, I am itching to get the cage together because I've no idea how it fits together. But I think we might as well start with the slowest bits first. So we'll start the painting of the driver, and we'll get the tyre writing started, and then in between, while it's drying, we can start having a look at that cage. So yeah, exciting. Let's crack on. Right, latest progress. So driver figure all painted up. Really happy with it. Did it all in one go, which is great. Close up, it's not fantastic, but for my painting skills, that ain't bad at all. Black base, flesh hands, white suit, silver seat belts, flesh, face, a little bit of silver around the helmet, and the helmet's painted. Hopefully I'll get some decals on the helmet, but I've not even looked at the decals yet. So that's the driver figure, and this is a reproduction Marwan of the original tyre. Just has to have that, and the black wheels. So if you wonder what the difference is towards from the re to the original in tread, that's it. Now diameter, size-wise, diameter-wise, they're roughly the same, but they are about, I'd say about 3mm wider. The re-res are wider, which is funny because when I fitted them on the car, I did think it looked a little bit of a tractor compared to what I was used to. So yeah, that might not sound a lot, but it kind of does make a difference in looks. You can see it there, look. Love these tyres. So again, what I've had to do, it's the Marwan reproduction tyres on these rims, it's a little bit of a loose fit. You could glue them, but what I did was I took the foams out of the re-res and just put them back on without foams. So the foams are in the tyres that are going on, and yeah, that's much better now. That's awesome. So next stage is tyre writing. Right, so here's the latest. So the driver's finished. Really happy with that. I put some little decals on, obviously, on his helmet just to break it up. But yeah, with my painting skills, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm really happy with the wheels. I've gone a little bit overboard, so obviously we've got the tyre writing. I've not cleaned this up yet, but what I did do around the black rims, I went round and did the rivets in white. I think that looks pretty cool, but we'll have a better idea when it's on the car. Anyway, I've got to let that harden now, so now I'm going to have a look at the cage for the first time. Right, that's the first bit of the cage on, so these bits go straight onto the chassis. 2 bolts, and then this bit's loose at the moment, but I think the main body shell pushes that on, I believe. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm liking that. Right, next is the rear cage, I believe. Right, that's the rear cage on. So yeah, take a bolt out that was in it already, and then you separate it against through the metal, which we've done, and then there's another bolt that goes on the inside of that chassis, which fastens that down. Cool. So looking at the instructions now, it's to put the main bit together. Right, that's the frame together. Quite straightforward. 2 little screws from the inside holds this plate on. These just slide in at the front, and the roof, just 4 little screws down. So what I'm going to do next is the decals. There's not many, but I'll put whatever kit decals there is. Right, just quickly show you what I've done so far. So, copy the instructions on that decal. So we've obviously got that either side on that lower frame. And I put the little javelin on the front of a bumper, which I think looks kind of cool. Wing. Again, pretty much box art, Javelin, and then the Kyosho Racing Team. Wing size I've changed slightly. I've got the Kyosho and the Le Mans motor sticker, which I really like. And the cage, I've gone for that. So we've got a Kyosho on the front, Javelin there, numbers, big Kyosho there, which I really like, and then on the side. So what I need to do now is basically put it all together and see what it looks like. But before I do that, I just have to tidy the tyres up. So yeah, that's the next job. Right, that's the wing on. Obviously just 2 bolts down. I always thought, or feel that the Javelin needs a little bit more angle on that wing. So we might look at that once we've got all the bits on. But what I'm just going to do quickly now is just stick the driver figure in. Right, so that's just tacked down for now. I don't know if I'm going to have to raise it, because it is going to look a lot smaller than the Kyosho one, because the Kyosho one really fills it up. But yeah, I mean, it's 1/10 after all, so anyway, we'll just have to see. So what's next thing? Oh, now we've got to get the cage on. Wow. That's the first time I've seen it at that stage. Oh my goodness, that looks incredible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That looks absolutely incredible. Driver figure, not sure about. It definitely gives it more detail. And it doesn't look daft. But yeah, if you know the Javelin well, you might think that's looking a little bit small. Oh my goodness me. That is... That's gorgeous. I have just got... Obviously we've got the wheels to go on, but I'm saving that till last. I was looking because I really like the decals on the bars. And I was wondering, does it want something on this one or a long one? But I'm just looking at what we've got. We really only have the Kyosho Racing Team. We've got 2 sets of that. The Sand Super would be too big. Kyosho Racing Team. So I don't know whether to put something there or maybe there. Or is less is more. Tell you what we'll do. Let's stick the wheels on and see what it looks like finished. Well, it's not often I'm speechless, but that is absolutely gorgeous. That is honestly incredible. Wow. I absolutely adore that. That is so different to what I'm used to. I mean, yeah, we're just with the cage shell. Oh wow, that that's a little bit special. That is, jeez, I'm loving that. I actually like the driver, to be honest. I was debating at the beginning, but no, that actually works. What a good looking thing. Jeez. So, decals wise, I've got to have the Sand Supers near the top, but not at the same place. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. And I'll tell you what as well, with it being lowered, I think it looks a lot more beefier. And it's not massively lowered, but there's enough to make a big difference. Yeah, decals I'm not sure about. I kind of want to put something on this rail, but I don't know if it needs it. That kind of looks pretty perfect as it is. What do you think, my friends? Stick in the comments. Interested. And the wheels, does that detailing on those wheels, the rivets, the bolts, whatever you call them, do you think that works? That'd be easy to take off. See if I can lower the camera. So, maybe give you a better view of this. Get it as low as I can. That's nice, isn't it? That's beautiful. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Oh, sorry, I can't keep it. Big fan of this. Sorry, I'm just being geeky and I'm seeing this as for the first time as you guys are, and I'm just absolutely blown away with it. Well, my friends, I love this, and I think the best way to sum this up to how I feel about it now I've seen it finished is I honestly can't believe it's mine. I hope you understand what I'm saying, what I mean by that. But I'm looking at it and it's like, it's just so good, and I'm just, you know, it's from my collection. Just, it's incredible. I'm looking forward to reading your comments and seeing what you think, especially about the Tamiya driver figure. For me now, I've been looking at it for a couple of hours, so for me, it 100% works. The may well, I'm still debating whether to put some black rail decals on, maybe there or on there. I don't know. I think it could be cool. But I'll tell you what I am thinking of doing. The black wing mount, I'm thinking of maybe doing that in white. I kind of think that could look cool in white. What do you think? Wow, what a build this has been. The looking back at it now, the main chassis build was just awesome. I just absolutely loved it. And then I had the added bonus afterwards of fitting the full carbon upgrade to it, which was actually way better than I expected. And then there was the cage, and because I had to paint, primer it, and paint it, I was like, ugh, there's a lot of work in that. But there was a lot of work in the frame, getting it painted, because it doesn't take paint very well. But yeah, it was so worth it. I've got to be honest. Um, yeah, so as I say, I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Let me know what you think. So yeah, next up for this, we've got to run it. But I am going to have a break now because obviously I know you don't see these videos in real time, but I think I've been on this for a full week, basically. So yeah, I'm a little bit done in with it. And I think what I need to do now is just sit it in front of me and have a look at it because it is off the chart. Absolutely gorgeous thing. So my friends, I will shut up because I'm dribbling on. So if leave us a comment, let me know what you think to it. Give the video a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please do. Turn all notifications on. That'd be absolutely awesome. And as always, my friends, the Kyosho Javelin badass spec. Happy ass seeing.